Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see what is the Mason's gains formula which we are going to use for the determination of the transfer function of given signal flow graph. So transfer function can be defined as sigma k, mk and delta k divided by delta. Mk is the path gain of the kth forward path. So let us consider first forward path means you have to take the path gain of that forward path. Then delta k is the value for that part of the graph not touching the kth forward path. See, delta k we are going to calculate, the delta value will be same, we are going to calculate which is not touching that forward path, especially whenever you are solving the problem, you are going to understand what is the meaning of this delta k. So let us understand then delta, then you will understand what is the meaning of delta k. So T can be defined as here it is, T is the overall gain of the system here, and delta here I have taken, see, delta is determinant of a signal flow graph. Delta is overall determinant of signal flow graph. Here you are considering 1 minus sum of loop gain. So first you have to consider all individual loops here, loop gains. After that you have to take sum of the gain product of all possible combinations of two non-touching loops. Here the students will get confused. What is the meaning of this two non-touching loop means? At a time you consider two loops and you check whether they are having any common node. That two loops if not having any common node, that is called as the two non-touching loops here. So and sum of the gain product of plus here, so the sign also will be changes. Previously it was so minus, so here plus, and here it will become minus here, then it will become here, this is not plus, so here it will be a minus sign will be there, then you will have once again the plus sign, like that the sign will be goes on changes. 1 minus sigma p mp1 sigma p mp2, like this we will go, that is called as the delta, where the gain product of pth possible combinations we are going to write for r non-touching loops. See, this terminology, all these things we are going to understand when we are solving the problem here. So let us see signal flow graph algebra. So this we are going to use for the construction of the signal flow graph and also for solving of the problems of signal flow graph. Let us see the rule 1. Whenever you are having incoming signal to a node through a branch is given by the product of signal at previous node and the gain of that branch. See, so let us take this example, you can understand with that example. See, if you want to get the gain of this x2, what we can write, x2 can be written as a into x1. See, that is what I have written. Incoming signal to a node through a branch is a given by the product of signal. So we have written the product of signal, then at previous node and the gain of that branch. So whenever you are getting, whenever you want to take an incoming signal is here is x2. So whenever you are having incoming signal is x2, you want to multiply, that is a into gain into that previous signal. That is what I have explained here. What we can say here, it can be, let us take this is example x3. So x3 can be written as, here it is equals to x1 into a1 plus x2 into a2. So that means for x3 is the effect. What are the causes for x3? It is x1 multiplied by a1, x2 is multiplied by a2 here. That is the first rule we can see in case of the signal flow graph algebra. Next you can see rule 2, cascaded branches. When the branches are connected in series, so they give a single branch whose equals to the product of the individual branch gains. Let us take one example here. So whenever you have the example, see, just I have taken the example here. So if you can represent this entire branch with a single one, that is multiplication of, that is the gain product. So the both gains will be multiplied and this node is also eliminated, so that you can reduce very easily. So x1 x3. So x3 can be written as that is equals to AB into, finally you can write it as x1. So whenever you have two cascaded or two series branches, you can multiply easily. See rule number 3, you have a parallel branches, so may be represented by a single branch. Whenever you have a parallel branches, it can be represented whose gain is the sum of the individual branch gains. So you have to take a sum of the individual branch gains. See, let us take the example here. So I have the two parallel branches here, so with the gains of A and B. So whenever you have parallel branches like this, you can represent with a single branch as the sum of those two gains, that is equals to A plus B. So you can represent with the single branch. Then rule 4 is a mixture node can be eliminated by multiplying the gain of the outgoing branch. So whenever you want to multiply the outgoing branch here, so all incoming branches to the mixed node, so you can eliminate the mixed node in this, so you can multiplying the gain of outgoing branch, so to the gain of all incoming branches to the mixed node. See here, so here you have a gain with the A branch, then here you have the gain with the branch B, and you have the mixed node here because two signals are coming in, two signals are one signal is going out. So you can be eliminate this mixed node by multiplying the gain of the outgoing branch. So this is the outgoing branch here, then all the incoming branches gains here. So incoming branch gain is A here, outgoing branch gain is C, incoming branch gain is B here, outgoing branch is C once again. So you can eliminate this mixed node here. So you can eliminate this mixed node by multiplying the gains of this path here. So that is what I have represented. You see here, so this path will be represented by multiplying these two, that is A and C. So AC for that. Next thing is for the second path, you multiply B and C also, so that you are going to eliminate this mixed node, that is BC here, then X4, then X4 you are getting here, that is the BC, that is X4 here. So you got X4, you can write your final X4 can be written as AC into X1 plus BC into X2, like that also you can represent your X4 symbol, right, that is X4 signal, sorry. Next rule 5, a loop may be eliminated by writing, that is a loop. So loop can be, you already know, eliminated by writing the equations at input node and output node, rearranging the equations to find the output to input. This ratio gives the gain of the resultant branch. Say, let us take, if you have a loop here, so I have taken a loop with example of, okay, so loop with example. If you observe here, this loop can be eliminated by having, so this is considering it as a feedback, then we are eliminating this loop by having the feedback formula. We already know B divided by 1, if it is a plus, it is a minus, 1 minus BC. Here that is eliminated, B divided by 1 minus BC, we are represented with the single branch here. And finally, if you observe, these two are in cascaded mode, so that you can represent with the single branch by multiplying these two as AB into A into B divided by 1 minus BC. So you are going to get what is X1, X3, so that you are going to get the X3 divided by X1 ratio will be given as, that is AB divided by 1 minus BC. That's all in this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any query, please make comment in the comment box. I can reply. Thank you very much.